Components were another topic. Once you start figuring out how to put components together and how they fit, start thinking outside the box. We have so much at our disposal in craft hobby stores and also the internet that allows us to start thinking about how to remake the rod components. Granted, you should always test your ideas on your personal or junk rods and not a customer's, but it's something to think about. It doesn't have to be crazy, but for instance, has anyone thought of cutting a gimbal apart and reassembling it into a winding jack or as a trim band in the handle? I can't say I have until I saw it and thought, why didn't I think of that? Epoxy seems to be the biggest discussion and always a huge debate on how to apply. This is probably the one category a lot of people have issues with, and actually why we were invited for the weekend. Once you find something that works for you, stick with it, but we have tried Mark's way and it's made a huge difference in the finish. Our first coat of epoxy has a few drops of acetone added to it, and we put it on super thin, literally just coating the threads. The reason is so that the epoxy, which is self-leveling on a level surface, has something to work with. Once you do a wrap on a rod, it's not level no matter how good the pattern is packed. Thread is round, not flat. Then you proceed with additional coats without acetone adding to them, and usually around the 5th application you should be done. Remember, super thin coats. Here comes the trade secret. Mark sands his epoxy. Not only does he sand it, he wet sands it and then goes back and polishes it, which when he's done, it looks like glass and it's super level. Beautiful epoxy that looks like glass.